What's going on everyone, Ollelito back here with a brand new video on the channel. In today's video guys, I will be showcasing you my constant pressure tactics that I use to try to come back into games when I'm behind. I don't think we should chit chat too much. Don't forget to subscribe. I mean, you've seen the stats, 90% of you guys are not subscribing, so press that subscribe button before we jump into today's video. And yeah, let's just show my constant pressure tactics that are really good in EFC 24. So, starting off then with my constant pressure tactics. First of all, I can actually show you my team. This is the team I will be playing week in league with. And it's a pretty exciting team, you know. We have Czech in goal, we have Frimpong, the new Futis Kalulu, Bastoni Timothisen, Di Marco. Then center mids we have Pirlo, Bellingham and Modric. The new Modric actually, the SPC Modric. If you want to see a review of him, let me know. In the striker spots we have Nico Williams, Fernando Torres and Kai Havertz, 97 rated card. One of my favorite cards actually on this year's game. UEFA Euro Path to Glory Kai Havertz. Insane. I mean, only missing maybe 5-star skill moves. That's it. I guess he's insanely good for me. Jumping into custom tactics, we start off with a constant pressure, fast build up and forward rounds. We have, as I said, constant pressure, 45 width, 100 depth. It's a bit of the same tactics actually as I use in terms of depth and width. The thing is here on my ultra attacking one, I have a bit more width. And why? Mainly because if I use like 30 width or 25 that I do on my 100 depth tactics, then my team is very compact. I mean, we all know that once you starting to lose the game, the opponent just switches. And then if you have 30 to 25 width, your team won't be covering the wings, if that makes sense. So I'm using 45 width, worked really good for me, and in general the constant pressure is working wonders for me in that formation. First of all, actually, I didn't tell you guys this. I'm using 4-3-2-1 as my constant pressure formation. Why? Because I use 4-3-2-1 in generally, and then the players don't need to switch up in positions to be able to pressure play, and I feel like that's the best formation for me at least to attack with. Moving into build up play, we have fast build up, says at the right there. This tactic pushes players forward for a faster build up, but if you lose possession on the ball, you could find yourself open to a counter attack. But I mean, we gotta risk it, you know, when you need to go forward and press. So I use fast build up. In terms of chance creation, you can have forward runs, you can have direct passing, you can have balance. I would most likely actually do direct passing because it also says once a team enters the attacking zone with possession, players will create chances by making runs for passes into space behind opposing backline. Strikers who are fast with good attacking positioning attributes are the best at this tactic, and overall, I mean, that's what you want to have. And if we go into forward round, for example, it says this tactic pushes players forward deep into attacking areas, but if you lose possession of the ball, you could find yourself open to a counter attack, and that's kind of the same as fast build up. So I'm doing direct pass for my constant pressure ones. And then for width, I mean, I think a lot of people just spam 100 here, but to me it doesn't make sense because I mean, this is just width. It doesn't have to do anything with depth, and you don't want your team to be super compact. You still want them pretty wide. Then you want, I guess, your center midfielders to actually get into the box, to crowd the box a bit more. Place in box, I have 9. I mean, 10 may a bit too much. If you look at how it lines up there, it doesn't have anyone outside of the box, and in this one it has one outside of the box. So I mean, if there's coming like a loose ball or something, then you actually have someone outside of the box that could take a pop shot. That's why I do 9. And then for corners and free kicks, you could argue, I mean, you could have 5, you could have, you know, 4, but at the same time I want to have someone that still stays. So I mean, we don't really get counterattacked by the 75th minute when I'm doing this, you know. For the instructions then, actually the most important thing, starting off by Petr Cech, I don't have anything. Could maybe actually do comms for crosses and sweep the keeper, because I mean, we want him to be a bit aggressive when it comes to that. Right back, join the attack and overlap. I think you should have this on both your fullbacks because I do. So please have join the attack and overlap. We'll have a lot of runners going forward, especially, you know, the fullbacks that are basically wingers in this formation. So please use join the attack and overlap for them. For Kalulu and Bastoni, I don't really have anything. As I said, once again, Di Marco is the offensive fullback for me. If we go into CMs then, we have first of all Jude Bellingham, who is going to be the offensive midfielder in this case. So Jude is going to be, as I said, going forward a bit more, but he's on get forward and cover wing, mainly because I want to defend in a 4-4-2, because it's actually easier to press in a 4-4-2, right, than what it is in a 4-3-2-1. So I'm defending in a 4-4-2, and that means that Bellingham will be on the wing, which is fine. I mean, he has the body, he has the pace, he has everything you need for a center mid. In the middle, I want to have Pirlo stay back while attacking, cover center. Mainly I have him on stay back because I don't want all my center midfielders to go forward. I still want someone, you know, if it's 80th minute and you know, have the ball on your own half of the pitch, you don't want all your center mids just running forward and you don't have any options. So for me, I'm using Pirlo there as stay back while attacking and cover center to be able to actually have him as the playmaker, and then he also has long ball plus, which helps a lot in terms of making passes to the wings, especially. For the other CM that is usually on stay back cover center, he is on cover center still because we want him to cover the middle of the pitch, but he is on get forward, so he's actually getting that attacking support. And now you should also add support on crosses. We want that player to get into the box for cross, so we can do this. We should also have Bellingham because we want him to be balanced, and then Pirlo, we should have stay on the edge for box for cross, because I think we just want Pirlo, we don't really want Pirlo to be inside the box. We just want him to, as I said before, get the loose balls. Left forward then, getting behind and come back on defense is pretty similar to how we actually play the 100 depth tactic, but it is on getting behind and yeah, yeah, come back on defense, get him behind because we want him to make runs in behind. And then I don't really want him to stay central because I still want him to be a bit wide, but also, you know, actually trying to make him come inside. I will do maybe a play lock to make him go inside a bit more. Fernando Torres then is on stay central and actually mixed attack. I could go get him behind there, but at the same time, I would like actually my striker to just be central of the pitch, which I think is perfect. But I also want him to be a target man, kind of, you know. I want him to just be there. If I want to pass him, I can make combination between him and Modric, combination between him and Bellingham, combination between him and Frimpong or Di Marco, whatever. But I still don't want all my striker to just run in a straight line and, I mean, not really cause chaos for the opponent. So Torres, a bit of a target man, but obviously also I have him on mixed, so that doesn't mean that he is just standing there. He will always make runs in behind as well, but not always. Kai Havertz, then the last one, is on stay central and also should be on getting behind, because I want Havertz to be a bit more central, because he is a bit more taller, can win headers, and has a bit more body than Nick Williams has. So I have him on stay central and also getting behind because I want him to make these threatening runs in behind so we can score goals inside the box, basically. So these are my 4-3-2-1 tactics. As I said, once again, join the attack for the fullbacks. 2 of the CMs are on get forward. The middle one should always be on stay back. For the right forward and left forward, we have both on getting behind, but also stay central for the more physical one. And then for the striker, I just have him on stay central. And then if you quickly go back to tactics, constant pressure, 45 width, 100 depth, fast build up, direct passing, 45 width, place in box, 9 corners and free kicks on 4. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. That would mean so much to me. Very close to 54,000 subscribers, which is, I mean, amazing. You know, we've been growing a lot lately. So thank you so much for the recent support, guys. I love you all. Stay safe, stay humble, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial or video. Thank you so much. And as always, bye-bye. 7 rated correct. And for the last keeper of the top 3, in my opinion, is going to be another icon keeper. There's going to be none other than Edwin van der Sar. And overall, I mean, I think, as I said, keepers in general are just personal preference. I don't think it matters too much what keepers you're looking to get, but I would advise you guys to get some tall keepers. That's always helping on corners, etc. In general, I think Van der Sar, Schmeichel and Cech are 3 great keepers, and overall they also help the team chemistry, which is also a plus. So for me, these are the best 3. In my opinion, I will always be using Cech throughout this game, and I think he's the best one. But as I said, it also comes down to personal preference when it comes to keepers. So just to make sure, I'm not going to put, like, for example, a lot of pro players are using Joselu as a right back to be able to defend the crosses, but in this video I'm just going to show you the best players in every position that is actually playing in that position. So Joselu, for example, a striker, I'm not going to use him as a right back, just so you guys know. But the top 3 right backs in my opinion is going to be, first of all, Alexander-Arnold, who I recently played with this past weekend. He was amazing for me. He has the whipped cross playstyle, which is really good, but more importantly, he has one of the most important playstyles in my opinion in this game, long ball pass and also intercept plus. So in my opinion, he is arguably the best right back playing in that position on this game. Then for the second option, we have Kyle Walker. I mean, 99 pace, 92 defending, 94 physique. I think, you know, Kyle Walker has some great playstyles with jockey plus, slide tackle, rapid plus, and relentless. And overall, if you're looking for a player that is going to be very good in defense for you, Kyle Walker is perfectly fine. He's probably the best defensive right back on this game. Has 5-star as well, high work rate, fantastic. And the new European champion in Dani Carvajal, who won it with Spain, 4-star. Overall, a great card with block plus, which is one of the best defensive plays